Hello, my name is Peter Stott of LC Automation, and we're putting together some short video for you to show how IAI linear actuators might be used to effectively replace pneumatics in industry. Many of our customers who talk about automation in the factory ask if the IAI actuators can be integrated through their industrial network or distributed I/O control system, and the answer is yes, we can. And it's done through this new type of controller, the REC. In our demonstration case, we're going to link it up to CC-Link, but in fact it can be linked to any of the common protocols: Profibus, Profinet, Ethernet IP, DeviceNet, CC-Link, CC-Link IE Field and EtherCAT. And it would then operate in the same way that a valve island would in your pneumatic system. The new REC system is of this construction. First of all, we choose the network that we want to operate. Ours is CC-Link from the demo case. We then sit next to that the drive card for the individual axes. Each drive card can drive up to 4 electrical cylinders, and then there's a terminator unit on the end. We can add up to 4 of these in, so each of the islands can drive 16 actuators in total. As we said before, the actual controller is built into the actuator itself, so there's no control power within the REC. It's in here, and it is connected to the REC by this cable. This cable can be up to 20 meters long. It's provided with a molded plug, and the cable direction can be configured by you as a customer on site, and it's got the plug to mate into the island. So this plugs into the rear of the unit, like so, and then we can connect it to the REC. Well, first of all, we need to put some power onto this, which is straightforward enough. So I've got 24 volts. I'm going to use the push-in terminals into that. So 24 volt is now available. Next thing to do is plug in the CC-Link, the network, from the demo case. That plugs into the top there. And then we can start connecting the EC cylinders. It doesn't matter which order they go in, because of course the controller is in the unit. So I'll put the gripper into the second. And finally I've got the rod unit. I'll put that into this port. Now what we've got is a rodless cylinder, a gripper, and a rod with a reverse motor, all plugged into the REC unit. I've got a switch on here which is auto or manual. First of all, I'll put it into manual. I'll explain that in a minute. I'll power it up. Power now comes on to here, and power via that is provided into each of the actuators, and we get the green light that all is good. Once connection has been proved successfully by the manual switches, we can then switch this out of manual into auto mode. Auto mode means it's now under control of the CC-Link, and to show that, we've got a simple setup here on the screen. So we can drive the actuator forwards to its default position and backwards, and we're getting the indication lights of move complete forward, move complete backwards, exactly as we had with the digital I/O controller. So that is the same for each of the actuators. We're driving backwards and forwards. If we drive the gripper unit forward here, first thing you may notice is we're not actually getting the confirmation of forward move, and that's because it hasn't met a target. So we give it a simple target to go to, and now when we step it forward, you see that the forward indicator comes on because it's successfully met and gripped a target piece.